Best practices for DAX patterns and tabular editor. Maybe like best practices of when you implement it, or?
So, okay, so I think I mentioned so there are two things that we don't have today in DAX patterns. First, we are not using calculation groups for the DAX patterns. We're already working on it, okay? So, but the problem is that we always need to make sure what we publish doesn't require to be edited in the next 6 months because we receive too many feedback. So we prefer to spend time making our own test for the performance and for other side effects that you might have. We're working on it, so we will refresh the website. So we will have the same calculation, the same concept implemented through a calculation item, so it is easier to adapt it to an existing model. Second, many times the pattern could be adapted to an existing data model by providing a number of inputs. So if I know what is the table that contains this column, blah, 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 I can just generate the measure on the fly. So why not creating a script for Tabular editor or some other tool to generate the pattern on the fly? Yes, we already thought about this. We are thinking about how to do that. There are many techniques we can use. The real challenge is that you need to be aware that the data model follows a few rules. And so not all the patterns can be implemented this way, not all the rules can be implemented this way. But for example, for the time intelligence, yes, why not? Okay, there are a few patterns where this is just a question of implementing it. And this is probably the first thing we will do. Like, for example, but the problem is you need a date table that is good for your calculation. So in reality, the problem becomes, can I apply time intelligence to this model? Yes, if I generate the date table, or you tell me in your date table what are the columns that have this content. And so there are a few things that we have to evaluate and then implement. We will do that, but not tomorrow. We have the first thing is having the calculation groups. Then we will think about the templates and some tooling to help people to adapt to the DAX pattern.